Baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Two great hitters lead their team. Vince Velasquez gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
On a line, that's a base hit. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
0-2 the count to Jed Lowry. Hit on the ground to third. And that'll get through into left. Back-to-back hits here to open our ball game tonight.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. The average sits at 294. 16 homers to go along with 52 RBIs. Here forward is Segura to make the play. 1 gone. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
At the plate, Peter Alonso, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Breaking ball called 3rd strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. Stepping in, Michael Conforto, his lifetime line against Velasquez. He's batting .412. He's also hit 3 home runs.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. McCutchen going back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 34 home runs now on the year, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
The left fielder.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, and even 20 home runs and 72 RBIs. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy. Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the shortstop.
Now the pitch.
Segura.
Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped up. Alonso will wait on it. And that's out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
And now Bryce Harper looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is pulled into right. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Harper isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He scores. As they get one back, it's 3-1 now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Corey Dickerson. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And this one bounds around against the wall. He pulls into second safely as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Stepping in now, Maikel Franco as he swings and hits a laser to right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Now the relay home, and he will be tagged out out at the plate. So it remains a one-run deficit here as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 2. Now to the plate, JT Realmuto. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on third baseman Michael Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Behind 0-2 now. Lagares is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded skill set like this can play in the big leagues a long time. You can find ways to score runs, find ways to put the bat on the ball. You can't find guys that play defense the way he does. Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out. Down in order go the Mets, but they still lead it 3-2. So coming to the plate, Andrew McCutchen. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
The center fielder, Andrew.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Digging in, number 73 comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And this is on the ground for Lowry and could be 2. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, a double play.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Vince Velasquez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Oh, and he misses it.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
At the plate, Gene Segura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Hit in the air to shallow center. Lagares is under it, and that ends the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Still a 3-2 ball game. Digging in for his second at bat, J.D. Davis. He reached on a single in his first try.
J.D. Davis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Zero.
1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Harper on the warning track. He makes the catch.
The batter, number 4.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third. And up next, the switch hitting Stanford product, Jed Lowry. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And he comes back with a fastball right down Patterson Avenue, and quickly it's 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak
Number
is
6.
officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's
Now
been a
batting,
rough go of it at the
number
plate with
1.
him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Peter Alonso is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Alonso swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was taken in the second round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He
Leading
popped
off
out
for
in
the
his first
Phillies.
trip.
Yeah, Matty,
The
and it looked
second
like he
baseman.
got fooled a little bit.
Cesar.
Little bit out front, ended up popping
Hernandez.
out. Expect him to be a little bit more leery of the breaking pitch this AB.
Throw on to first in time, one away. And
The
with
right
one away,
fielder,
time for
number
a
3.
check of the standings. And as you can see, these guys trailing by just a half game in the division race. Here's the first pitch to him. And right into the shift. This is foul for the first strike. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Conforto is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
17.
So striding in, Rhys Hoskins. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB. Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Cespedes going back, and this one is gone. A home run. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Phillies have pulled even now at 3-3.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. And this is popped up near second base. And the catch made here by Lowry, and that ends the inning. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. 3 complete from Citizens Bank. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Ball 2.
2-2.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Yoenis Cespedes goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out in the. Stepping into the box, Maikel Franco. He singled his last time up.
The third baseman, Maikel Franco.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. It's a solo shot here for Maikel Franco. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Now batting.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
Andrew.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 249 the average coming in. 14 homers and 34 driven in. McCutchen or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. That's popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, number 73.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits, so it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
Striding into the box, number 73 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Ready on 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count
The pitcher,
0-2, right? You have to
21.
protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Vince Velasquez. Soft liner toward short, and a glove flip for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. We played 4. It's now 4-3 Phillies. Here's Juan Lagares looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Number 12.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Lagares.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
The batter, the pitcher, Robert Gesellman.
Next up for New York, Robert Gesellman. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you,
Now
he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. This is flared out towards second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Striding in, Cesar Hernandez. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Hernandez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. In the dirt here.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Reese Hoskins.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Hoskins brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
0-2 count. The pitch. Softly hit to short. Taken there by Lowry. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Here's Jed Lowry now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Wow, boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Number 6.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for a hit attempt is snuffed out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
In now, Michael Conforto. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Segura fields it cleanly. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here. There's a slogan that's throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Through 5.5, all even now at 4 apiece. Paul Sewell enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 51, Paul Sewell.
Ready now, Corey Dickerson. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder.
So striding forward now, Andrew McCutchen. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Line drive to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. 6 innings are in the books, all square, 4-4. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. After it is McCutchen. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Juan Lagares.
Now at the plate, Juan Lagares. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he's safe. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. The 0-2 offering. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Now batting.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Ready with the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hernandez comes up with it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. Get up and stretch.
Your
Edwin
attention,
Diaz
please.
will head to the mound
Now
yet
pitching
again
for the
as he'll be
Mets,
making his 90th
number
appearance
39,
this season.
Edwin Diaz.
Standing in, number 73. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Leading off
From
for
the stretch.
Phillies,
Line
the
drive to
catcher,
center field.
number 73.
Lagares patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Your
Logan
attention,
Morrison
please.
will pinch hit here, and
hitting for
he's
the
the
Phillies,
potential tying run.
number 8, Logan Morrison.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 16 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Lagares. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, G. Segura.
Digging in once again, Gene Segura. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Four runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Lagares is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Phillies down in order. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Blake Parker has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 53, Blake Parker.
Coming to the plate now, Jeff McNeil, not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far, and it's fouled away. Hard on the ground towards short. Segura has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
And in a 5-4 game, let's give you a look at the starter comparison to see how these two guys stack up against one another. He's set, and the pitch. A ball and no strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and a long ball was a big part of this one here.
Michael Conforto will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto, his 2nd home run of the game, and it's now 6-4. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Up next to the bat.
And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Ready once again, Juan Lagares. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2-1 to Juan Lagares.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Popped him up. Number 73 is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. The Mets do. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Luis Avilan will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Avilan now playing center field.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Number 18.
High in the air out to center field. Davis is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 3. Right. Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. In previous matchups with Luis Avilan, he has a 3-for-12 line. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good curveball there. Gets the swing and miss.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Hard hit towards center. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
Yeah, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball down in the zone, good things will happen.
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Harper stands at first with 1 out. Hit on the ground toward the left. And Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through, a base hit.
Boy, not a bad way to end the month. He gets his 3rd hit of this game, and I'm not so sure, Mark, he's going to look forward to the calendar flipping to the next month.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dan, you get 3 knocks the last day of the month, you're feeling frisky heading into the next 30 days.
Now in the box, Corey Dickerson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. McNeil's got it for 1. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Great job
Yeah.
of hustle there by the base runner.
Bronco.
That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Ready for another shot now, Michael Franco. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely
Your attention,
hammered.
please.
Seth Lugo enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
67. Seth.
Andrew McCutcheon will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Davis. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9th inning coming up. The Mets lead this one 6-5. Into the box now, Rajay Davis, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1 pitch. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. J.D. Davis hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
1-1 the count. So 1-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Nothing doing here. This Jerry Familia comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 27.
Now at the plate, number 73. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off the closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Cespedes is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the 9th. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Number 40 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 40.
Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Line hard to center field. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, G. Segura.
Coming to the plate now, Gene Segura. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one got a piece of him. Stepping in and ready for another
Now
shot,
back,
Cesar
second baseman.
Hernandez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final.